The Omaha Health Expo is back at Baxter Arena. You need a big venue for it's really the area's largest of its kind.
Yeah, you can learn from and interact with the experts and get one idea after another about living better or longer.
And Bob Mancuso returns. Dr. Tony Bark is in Omaha from Chicago.
Right.
Good to see you, Doctor. You're speaking at the event.
I am speaking at the event.
Good. Well, we look forward to hearing from you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. Hi, Bob.
Especially on your last day of work.
How about that? I know, it's memorable.
Bob, this is really, I guess it's a milestone year for the Omaha Health Expo.
Oh, we're really excited. 10th annual. So 10th annual, that's a great milestone.
Yeah.
Tradition, you know, in Omaha, health, wellness, fitness, but also then the mind, body, spirit. So something for everybody, something you can do to look at to improve your life. Maybe tips on organic, natural products, live healthy, be more active, you know, with the whole fitness side. So just a lot of good things.
What is new this year that you're excited about and you want guests to look out for?
I think there's a couple vendors and exhibitors that are really on top of what's going on and new ideas. There's the one with the flotation. I don't know if you guys heard of this, that flotation.
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Ocean's Blue is there with Jordan Cochran, and they have the saltwater type of bass. So she'll be there to talk about that. She's doing a featured presentation.
That's cool.
I think that'll be interesting just to learn about that and see what that is.
Because so many people are curious. Maybe they've heard a friend talk about it or they saw something on social media and they want to learn more about it.
And even if, you know, some of the benefits of it, you know, if they're out there, but then also many people that have done it, the minimum they say is it was like a meditation.
Yeah.
They were very calm and relaxing once they got done with that. So that's real interesting. I think that'll be fun to see.
A ton of exhibitors. You also have the featured seminar stage, which is, I guess, Dr.
Tony Bark,
right?
Yeah, that's
Bark's
why I'm
gonna
here.
be there.
Right.
Who else is going to be on the stage? And then we'll make sure we visit with her about her message.
Yes, we're really excited with the featured stage. A lot of times I just hang out at the featured stage because they're so exciting and they're experts in their fields.
Yeah.
Psychic Andy's back. So he'll be talking once each day on mediums and different things like that, and he'll have a question and answer period when he's done talking. But then there's other great speakers throughout both days. Fitness, wellness, and then we have the Vaccine Summit with Dr. Tony Bark.
Once you get into the expo, can you go to those sessions at no additional cost, or it is all included?
Free. Yep.
All free.
All free. So you've got all the exhibitors to look around and see what's new, and then you have the featured stage.
Yeah.
And there's actually 4 other seminar rooms that'll be going on throughout both days.
Yeah. Well, Doctor, you're going to be doing a seminar. You're going to be talking about vaccines, right?
I am. I'm going to be delivering the keynote speech, and it'll be focused on vaccines, but I'm going to talk about in general what's making us so sick, because as a country, we rank very high among some of the sickest nations. We're sicker than all first world, almost all second world, and some third world nations. We have incredibly high infant mortality rates. We have one of the highest infant mortality rates on day 1 of life. We have the worst outcomes for the amount of money that we spend, and there's reasons for that. And part of the reason is that laws change. When I went to med school, medical schools were funded, research was funded by the government. It wasn't directly funded by the pharmaceutical industry. That's completely changed. The pharmaceutical industry can advertise directly to consumers on television. That's changed. In 1986, Congress passed a law that took all liability away from the vaccine manufacturers, because they were losing lawsuits for SIDS and autism and brain injury from specifically the DPT, but other vaccines. And so they lost the insurers would no longer insure them. So in 1986, Congress passed an act. So there's no tort law on vaccines. So if you're injured, you have to sue the government. But what happened was, because they had this free pass with no liability, they started mandating more and more vaccines. And the way that worked is they went at the state level with lots of lobbying dollars. And pharma has the largest lobby on the Hill, more than all the other ones, the next 4 behind them combined.
I feel like you could talk for another, well, you could. That's why you brought it in as a keynote.
Right, but that's the key to the issue.
It's so complex.
It's so complex.
And it's years and years old. But for our viewers, if this is something that is the least bit interesting to you and you want to come hear her message, when are you going to be on stage at the expo?
Well, so I'm the keynote, so I'm assuming that's the morning.
She's 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Tomorrow.
And then we'll have a vaccine summit right after that at 2:30 with Dr. Tony and a few other local medical doctors talking about the vaccine summit. And you can ask questions right at that.
Interact at that point. That's nice.
You also have a Senior Living Expo.
Senior Living Expo is part of that, and so there's companies in there that are talking about how to retire better, live longer, where to live, some of those aspects with senior living.
Get there.
Yes.
And don't pay a dime doing it, because Bob has organized this entire expo Saturday and Sunday. It's free to get in. Parking is also free.
Parking's free at Baxter Arena.
You're just shaking hands and getting information at no cost. Call if you've got any questions, but the entire breakdown of the weekend is available online at showofficeonline.com.
Guys, thanks for coming in.
It's nice to meet you.
You're welcome. So
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Likewise.
Yes,
Thank you.
great to see you, and congratulations,
Thank
Mary.
you, Bob.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Here comes the fun part. It's like,
Don't go too far, guys.
these are going to be required.
Yes,
something
so the